Hello, Starseeds, and welcome to the latest and greatest episode of Astro Chats. Today, we are going to talk all about the 4 fixed royal stars of the cosmos. Pretty cool, right? Astrology is actually heavily inspiring my graphic novel, The Dragon Warriors, and honestly, these 4 royal stars can also be thought of as warrior kings. The mythology of the 4 kings of the cosmos is a fitting one to exalt right now because we are about to have Leo's royal star, Regulus, the Lionheart, conjunct our sun on August 22nd to 23rd, just about a week from now. Warriors, be prepared to receive some codes in the next few days and week in your dreams, meditation, or astral journeys. What we are going to do in this presentation is to provide intel regarding the sacred guardians to the 4 cosmic gates located in the north, south, east, and west corners of the sky, as well as how this relates to you astrologically. The north node is currently on the Taurus-Scorpio fixed axis right now, and so that is going to affect all of us regardless if we have many fixed signs in our birth chart or not. We are also going to go in this presentation into the cardinal and mutable signs as well, and their importance to the grand opera and alchemy of the cosmos. Lots of fun stuff to talk about, so let's get into it. This is my presentation all about the 4 fixed royal stars in astrology. On the cover, you can see Aldebaran, which is a royal star that was covered in a previous Astrology Chat episode. And I will link that in the description below if you're interested in that. There are 4 fixed zodiac signs, and in those signs, there are 4 royal fixed stars known as the Watchers. You are never alone or helpless. The force that guides the stars guides you too. There is also the idea that these cosmic guardians are actually guarding portals, which are the gateways in and out of incarnation into this existence. Let's have an introduction to the royal stars. First, we have Fomalhaut, which is the mouth of the fish or the whale, the watcher of the south, and the bringer of the winter solstice. Antares, the heart of the scorpion, I like to call it the soul of the scorpion actually, watcher of the west, was the autumnal or fall equinox. Aldebaran, the eye of the bull, watcher of the east, was the spring equinox. And Regulus, heart of the lion, the Lionheart, watcher of the north, was the summer solstice. In the diagram below, north, south, east, and west, they form a cross. And so when there are certain alignments that take place in the cosmos and in astrology, leveraging that to empower ourselves so that we are living in accordance with the ebb and flow of what's going on is in our best interest to fully empower ourselves so that we can take our incarnation and what we're doing in this lifetime to the next stage. Now we're going to go into a bit more detail into each of the fixed royal stars. First, we have Fomalhaut. I hope I'm not mispronouncing that. The mouth of the great fish or whale, also known as the Southern Star. Fomalhaut, alpha of the constellation Piscis Australis, was the guardian of the southern sky as it pre-announces the winter solstice. In the heavens, the fish can be seen drinking the water flowing from the jar of Aquarius. Other stories credit the stellar fish swallowing the waters of the Great Deluge, thus saving the world. The fish is interpreted as a savior in several traditions, including Hinduism, and one of the main manifestations of Vishnu is as the cosmic fish. Antares, soul of the scorpion, the watcher of the west. The main star in Scorpio is the 15th brightest star in the sky. Its name means rival of Aries or equal to Aries because of its brightness and red color. It has been said that Antares demands that we take a stand for our truth against the established conditions of our personal lives and against the established order or authority directing our lives when those conditions and that authority are no longer in our best interest, nor supporting our evolutionary freedom. The next royal star that we'll look at is Aldebaran, which I did a presentation on with the Pleiades, so I do have a little bit of bias here, being a Taurus myself. Aldebaran is the bullseye, the watcher of the east. Aldebaran is a giant orange star, which is actually nowhere near the Hyades, the rest of the stars in the bull's face. It is a giant star, as you might expect from its color, and if you placed it where our sun is, it would fill the solar system right out to Mercury's orbit. Aldebaran plays a huge part in astrology. I first discovered Aldebaran when I was doing JFK, John F. Kennedy's chart. In a predictive chart, Aldebaran can indicate violence, victory, and heroism in war. And in a chart for a person, it can show confidence, energy, and leadership qualities, which these qualities express themselves very much so in JFK's chart, as well as you can see that in Clint Eastwood. You can actually look at that presentation for more. And finally, we have Regulus, the star of the show, quite literally, the Lionheart, the watcher of the north. The strength of the people's heart does not weaken because the star of Leo is large. Known as the Kingmaker, a triple star associated with royalty and high position, ambition, power, fame, dignity, and courage. It indicates one who can be trusted and reliable, wise, understanding, kind, and intelligent leadership. However, as with everything, there is also duality, the other side. So there can be the cautionary tale of being arrogant, self-absorbed, demanding, and revengeful. Depends on what else is going on in the chart. But for the most part, Regulus is very much what you think of when you think of Aslan from Chronicles of Narnia, the Lionheart, and the idea of leadership. Even Leo from the Ninja Turtles is a Leo, leadership qualities. These 4 fixed stars are considered the guardians of the whole sky. The sky is partitioned into 4 sections, each of which is guarded by one of these mystical guardians. There's also a belief that each of these stars or watchers or kings has a power, that of being either positive or negative depending on the times and other ebbs and flows of the season, and bringing periods of prosperity or scarcity. And so when we are talking about Regulus going conjunct with our sun coming up next week, you're not going to be able to see Regulus in the sky, but its effects will be felt 24 hours a day starting from next week up until September, when Antares starts to make his appearance to watch over the night sky. Other astrology types besides fixed signs, of course, are cardinal signs and mutable signs. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And the mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Something to note here is that for each of the types, you're going to have each element represented in the 4 that is in that type or that quadrant. So, for example, in cardinal signs, Aries is fire, Cancer is water, Libra is air, and Capricorn is earth. And another way of looking at this from an alchemy perspective is if you think of Aries, Taurus, Gemini, you have cardinal, fixed, mutable, which is also then to show how energy in the beginning is generated, then concentrated, and then distributed. That's another way of looking at the function for each of those signs as well. The other signs in the zodiac have importance that will be addressed in upcoming astrology chats. However, it's good to have a base understanding of these different positions in the greater context of the story. As per usual, for more magic, you can always contact us via email at kevinrachelz@protonmail.com, as well as on our website at sacredsomaalchemy.com. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this latest installment of Astro Chats, where we talked all about the 4 fixed royal stars. Another little bit of intel I wanted to drop to my warrior class out there is that the 4 royal stars are also known as guardians or warriors fighting against an ancient evil, which is also known as, I can't pronounce it, it's something with an A, but you can also think of it as AI or artificial intelligence. So this is also something that Rudolf Steiner talked about in his writings in 1919. So I recommend you kind of take a look at that. But if you think about these 4 royal stars in the context of different energies on this playing field or this grid of existence, there is this force that is building up right now in the cosmos, and it's up to us to kind of lean into that, anchor in that energy. It's going to feel like a lot. So pay attention to your dreams, your meditations, that heart space, because right now that Lionheart is coming into conjunction with the sun, and that is the main star, the main personality, and Leo is ruled by the sun, right? So having Regulus and the sun together in the next week is going to be something that can be harnessed to level up. So I hope this presentation was useful. If you are a Taurus, a Scorpio, an Aquarius, or a Leo, and you're a fixed sign, take a look at the other placements in your chart. See if you are primarily a fixed sign person. And if you are, figure out what star is mainly conjunct main planets in your chart. That can also help you find power, find a way to figure out where you are standing in this whole landscape, existence, incarnation that we call life. So, my starseed friends, thank you so much for joining me on this latest episode of Astrology Chats. I hope you have a wonderful evening, a wonderful day, wherever you may be. Until next time.